Hello guys, welcome to RVC analysis. Today we will be having fundamental analysis of Associated Alcohol and Breweries Limited. So we will start with the video. So we will start with what the company do. Associated Alcohol and Breweries works in manufacturing and trading of ENA and IMIL and IMFL, where ENA is extra neutral alcohol which is a raw material for making of alcohol, and IMIL is Indian made Indian liquor, whereas IMFL is Indian made foreign liquor. So the company is in manufacturing of liquor and grain based ethanol, where ethanol business is recently started by the company. To give an example, what company does is company manufactures or made alcohol for company like United Spirit Limited, which include manufacturing of Black Dog, VAT 69, Captain Morgan and so on. Company owns its proprietary brands also under the name of Associated Alcohol and Breweries. Recently only, to gain market share in proprietary brand, company has acquired some of the popular brand from United Spirit Limited by paying royalty on that brand. AABL has a vast experience of around 3 decades, nearly 30 plus years in the alcohol industry. And also the company has the largest manufacturing facility on a single location. Now, what are the products of the company where they works in? Company business is divided into three parts, which mainly include AABL brands that are their own brands, contract manufacturing for USL like Black Dog etc., and licensed brand like Gin Scotch etc. Now their proprietary brand include brands like Central Province Whiskey, Titanium Vodka, Bombay Special Whiskey, Desi Madira, Supri Prime, James MC Gill. Brands for which they do contract manufacturing include most popular brands like Black and White Scotch, Black Dog, Captain Morgan, Smirnoff, VAT 69. These are the most popular brand in premium segment having a sizable market share. These brands are under United Spirit Limited. Company is also in licensed brand which include alcohols like Bagpiper Whiskey, Blue Gin, Director Special, MC Dowell, White Mischief Vodka, Thysis, and the brands which have one of the largest market share, and company is also going to launch their own produced gin in range of 1700 rupees to 1800 rupees category. Now coming to business segment, company mostly works in two segment, B2B and B2C, which is business to business and business to consumer. And for this, the revenue breakup is 58% from the B2B segment and 42% from the business to consumer segment, which will be increased in future as the company will launch their own brands. So now in B2B segment, 16% of revenue comes from extra neutral alcohol, which is one of the important raw material for making alcohol. 2% comes from contract manufacturing, 7% comes from product range, and 33% comes from Indian made Indian liquor segment. And in B2C segment, there are only two divisions where company earns revenue, such as first is Indian made foreign liquor, which contributes from 15% revenue, and licensed brand, which contribute for 27% of revenue in business to consumer segment. Here, the image shows us that the revenue and volume of particular segment where the revenue from merchant ENA has dropped significantly by 12.8%. Their volume were also dropped by 26% as companies more focusing on their own brands. As we can see, revenue from Indian made Indian liquor has increased by more than 50% to 2400 million rupees, and volume has nearly doubled. Now most significant growth is shown in proprietary brand, where the revenue is increased by 66.5% and volume have also increased by 70.7%. The licensed brand have also shown a great growth of 83% in revenue and 53% in volumes. Now coming to promoters of the company, one of the most important aspect of fundamental analysis. So Mr. Anand Kumar Kedia is the chairman of Business Promotion and Development with an experience of 28 plus years in the business and industry. He spearheads the strategic initiatives of Associated Alcohol and Breweries, dynamic, self-incentivized and ebullient. This reflects the personality of Mr. Anand Kumar Kedia. His strategic initiatives have helped Associated Alcohol and Breweries to grow substantially. Customer satisfaction and quality consistency is one of the utmost importance to Mr. Kedia. Standing by this belief, uncompromised, has always taken AABL to new heights. Now Mr. Prasanna Kumar Kedia is the Vice Chairman, Operation and Business Development. He is an integral part of AABL family with 22 plus years of experience. Ambitious, strategist, visionary, these words describe the personality of Mr. Prasanna Kumar Kedia. He is a postgraduate in management and believes in moving ahead with a team consisting of dynamic, multifarious and sharp individuals. He additionally manages the domestic brands of company and maintains dealer partnership. His strategic thinking, capabilities and strength in matters of finance and regulatory compliances help AABL strengthen its leadership position in the industry. New initiatives in the company are being driven under his stewardship. Now looking at the future growth outlook of the company, management is confident that company will see a double-digit growth in bottom line in the coming years, where management in their conference call said that FY24 gross margin will be around 46 to 47% and they will stabilize further. Company has also planned to go into premium product category, so for that company is planning to launch a premium gin as told you guys earlier in the range of 700 to 1800 rupees, which will help the company in higher realization, and company is also planning to launch its own blended scotch very soon. Going forward, company focus remains on expanding their premium portfolio of Indian made foreign liquor by introducing new brands in gin category, in blended malt and in rum category, leveraging the advantages of capital incentives for long-term growth. Till now, AABL has done a great work and it's one of the fastest growing company, and company have the largest market share in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Now company plans to expand in other states also, whereas of today company is present in 5 states. It will further launch its brand in West Bengal, Odisha and Goa. For next 2 to 3 years, company has a plan to become one of the top company in state of Kerala, and AABL has also planned to launch their premium brand segment there. For the expansion strategy, company has onboarded a senior executive who has worked with United Spirit Limited for last 25 years, and he guides the company to expand in which state to expand. AABL is also making good progress with our ethanol project, which has a capacity of 40 mlpa. Now here you will say where the opportunity arises. So in entire country there is a shortage of ethanol at present. Government is planning to reach to ethanol blend to 20% by 2025. And right now last year it was done only 9.8%. So there is a huge gap in the same category. So just before growth, companies already in talking terms with the oil manufacturing companies. Company has done a cap of around 150 crore, where the company has spent almost 100 crore, and so this is mainly for ethanol plant, and are expecting another 10 to 20 crores which may go into the ethanol project. Apart from this, there is a new bottling line which is coming up, and this will take up another 30 crores. So next year management is expecting somewhere around 50 crores of outlay on the capex front. Here next year I mean by FY 2024. Now coming to the financials of the company. So company has a market cap of around 800 crores. Price to earning is of 20, which has risen recently only. We will talk about it later in detail. Industry PE here is of 30, which is higher at 50% from the current stock PE. ROCE of company is 14.6 and ROE is 12.3, which is slightly at a lower side, but according to the average of industry, company has a fair ROCE and ROE. Face value of company is 10 and mainly debt to equity is of 0.28, which is at very lower side taking into consideration that company has done a capex of 150 crore. So company was net cash positive before that. Reserves of company is also good at 350 crores. PEG ratio is averagely placed at 1.95. Promoter holds nearly of 58.4% in the company. So promoters are the largest shareholder in the company. Sales growth of company remains good at 36.6%, but the profit growth is negative 30.7 due to a rise of commodity prices and rise of inflation. Now coming to year-on-year comparison of results of company. So company's gross revenue has increased from 15,142 million to 7,028 million rupees, which is an exceptional rise in revenue from operation for the company, which is 36% growth. Net revenue stands at 700 crore for the company. So here, it is a point why the PE profit growth of the company has risen. As we have seen earlier, so this was because operational cost of company has risen directly by 48%, which is huge jump from 430 crores to 638 crore. Reasons for rise in operational cost is mainly due to inflation. The commodity prices were touching record high. The major impact has been due to the major rise in one of the raw material, which is rice. So a year before, the price of rice was around 12,000 to 13,000 per ton, which has shot up to around 20,000 to 23,000 per ton. It is nearly a 90 to 95% jump. And the price in the last quarter itself saw an upward momentum in the price of glass. So the glass prices have shot up by approximately around plus 40%. Due to these reasons, EBITDA of the company has dropped significantly from 82 crores to 62 crore, which is a drop of around 24% in the EBITDA, and EBITDA margin stood at 8.9% in FY23. So the profit before tax for the company was 55.5 crores from 81 crores, down nearly 31%, and PAT was 41.6 crore, down from 60 crore, a 31% drop here also. PAT margins have nearly halved for the company at 6%, and the EPS of the company was around 22.99 rupees, approximately 23 rupees, which is still not bad looking at the valuations of company. So now visualizing some ratios and revenue, we can clearly see that revenue is continuously increasing at a good rate from past 3 financial years. Net worth of the company has also increased steadily every year, which stood at 366 crore for FY23, and the company was net debt free, but it is expanding at a good rate. So debt to equity has risen minimal to 0.05, which is negligible after such capex. By looking at the consolidated ratios of the company of past few years, it is clearly visible that debtor days have been continuously decreasing for last 4 years, currently at 10, which is a good sign for company. Inventory days are also decreasing year by year from last few years from 170 to 146 days. Days payable for the company has also reduced. Cash conversion cycle has been volatile for the company since its launch and also increased to nearly 111 days, which is highest for the company, but it's due to the company is entering new market as well. As the company settles off, this will gradually come down. Similarly, with working capital days, this will also come down gradually as the company stabilizes its business. Currently, working capital days is at 50 days. ROCE of company is continuously decreasing, which is a sign of concern for the company. So shareholding pattern for the company as of FY23 is that 58.45% of the company is held by the promoters, who are the largest shareholder of the company. Public holds around 40.96% of company, and FII plus DII holds very minimal 0.59% of the company. But here, as the company grows, this number could increase in the future. If the company falls in the small cap, so FI and DI holding is low. So now coming to conclusion, by looking at the company's fundamental, we can easily keep a target of 1000 to 1100 rupees for next 3 to 4 years. These targets are derived by looking at the company's growth perspective, and mainly analysts have said that there will be a re-rating of this industry. Strong promoters background and good financials of the company also include for the target. Also on the things that will help the company is that now company has launched their own brand. So they will make the alcohol and sell it in market, which will help the company in improving profits and margin. Also, so we can easily keep a target of 1000 rupees for the company in coming years. So thank you guys for watching this video till end. If you like the video, like, share and subscribe the channel RVC Analysis. Thank you.